John Fitzgerald, 17821 Brick Mill Run. Superintendent and members of the board, I'll try to keep my commentary brief. And we've had prior discussions, and this is related to Zellers Elementary. We've had prior discussions with the principal, and we've had also discussions with Mr. Krupinski. Currently, I think myself and there are some other parents that are here in the audience from Zellers community who feel that the principal does not encourage a cooperative environment. Students, parents, and staff lack respect and don't feel leadership is effective in her job as principal. Although she is an intelligent, organized person, she lacks the people skills, quick thinking, and the ability to get people on board.
Sir, you should know that during public comment we ask that you not make personal statements about any individual. If there's a situation that you're concerned about,
it's been a number of years of things that have built up. There have been situations where I know for myself, my children have learned that it's allowed to have anger shown by repeatedly kicking doors and allow that to be tolerated. I myself had my student physically threatened several years ago, and when I presented that to the principal, I was told there was a process to follow. My son's picture was defaced by said student, and at that point in time, the district had a zero-tolerance policy clearly outlined in the student handbook. When I asked the principal at that time, who is still the current principal, please give me a definition of zero-tolerance policy, I was never given an answer. I'm fully aware that there are other students that have been suspended or removed from a school for far less serious things, from threatening words such as, "I'm going to kill you," and from other things like that. I have other things I'd be more than willing to say. I know I have shared it with Mr. Krupinski. I know that there are parents here that have shared things with Mr. Krupinski, and some of them may have also shared it with Superintendent Lampert. But after a period of time, you get tired. You get tired of the environment where, it's sad to say, it almost feels like that school is like in one of the worst in the worst urban districts you might have in the state of Ohio. It shouldn't be that way. I feel we pay good money, and broadly, I think most of our students do get a good education. I don't believe that the Zellers community is getting the proper education, and I feel that we are left behind in comparison to a lot of the other schools. Since I'm not allowed to really say anything else, which I'm disappointed about, I'll certainly allow you to ask me any questions if you feel I may have misrepresented anything. And if any of the individuals who I've cited feel that no one has ever spoken to them about this matter, I'd also ask them to please pose any questions to myself or any of the parents that are in the audience that might like to stand up along with me.
Thank you, sir. Did you want to say something?
Just thank you. As our board president said, it would be inappropriate to specifically comment on an employee or a specific student. Certainly, I can assure you that student academics and safety and security are number one on our list. And I have talked to some folks, some Zellers. I have not had the pleasure, sir, of talking with you personally, so I would certainly welcome you to give me a call and come in my office. I'm glad. I know you've probably met with or talked with Mr. Krupinski, and I certainly respect the work that Mr. Krupinski does, but certainly we can have a dialogue and a forum in my office to share these concerns with more specifics if you wish. Now, that would be my recommendation to you. If that works for you, just give my office a call, and we'll be glad to have dialogue and take a look at your concerns. So I think that's fair, so please give my office a call. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you. I have no more slips before me.